Welcome to the Mindset Mile podcast, the show that'll leave you empowered to take action towards becoming the turned up version of your already awesome self. I'm your host, Aisha Zaza, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's go. Hey friend, welcome back to the Mindset Mile podcast. I hope you're doing amazing. I just spent the last couple days in Redondo Beach and LA to take just a personal reset and to spend some time celebrating one of my really great friends. She had a milestone birthday and her husband was planning this surprise trip for her. And originally I didn't think I was going to be able to make it, but I did catch the tail end of their 5-day trip. And it was just so refreshing to have some adult time and to fully disconnect from my life at home. And I just personally get so refueled when I have that alone time by myself. I come home so excited and so refreshed to step back into mom mode and work mode. And it's just such a great reset. So one of my favorite things, though, is driving by myself. And I got to have plenty of that on my ways to and from LA and kind of just driving from spot to spot. I love having the sunroof open and listening to my music as loud as I want and just being able to be alone and to think. And when I drive, I tend to envision and practice gratitude. And I know that might sound kind of strange or not an ideal time to practice gratitude. But for me, when I'm in my car by myself, I just take in everything that's around me. And that drive from Santa Barbara to LA is part of it, at least, is very beautiful. You know, we've got the ocean and then the sun is shining and the fresh air. I just love it. And my music, like I said, and I just get really excited about where I'm going. And it brings a rejuvenated perspective on some of the things that I may accidentally take for granted when I'm going through the day-to-day, being busy and being pulled in a million different directions. So I think it's just really like that saying, distance makes the heart grow fonder. You know, you think of all the things that might bring you a little bit of overwhelm typically on the day-to-day, but then when you're away from them in retrospect, you miss it and you crave it and you can appreciate it in a different light. So anyways, all of this to say, some of my best ideas and thoughts come to me when I'm either running, driving, or in the shower. And if you know, you know. And I was thinking a lot about a competition I signed up for in December. I'm going to be doing a HYROX in Anaheim. And the point really wasn't to tell you all about HYROX, but I do want to just briefly give you an insight as to what this is. So HYROX is somewhat of a newer race or competition, if you want to call it. It started in 2017 in Germany, but then obviously 2020, COVID hit and everything was put on pause for a couple years. So really it's been in the last, I want to say 2 years that I feel like it's gained a lot of traction and momentum. In a nutshell, it's an endurance race that's mixed with 8 different strength movements, including a sled push, a sled pull, farmer's carry, burpee broad jumps, rowing, the ski erg, wall balls, and walking lunges with a sandbag on your shoulders. So in between each of these events, you run 1,000 meters. So it ends up being a total of almost 5 miles that you're running, in addition to all of these different events. I've been reading that on average, it takes people about an hour and a half to complete. So even though all of these things by themselves are not unfamiliar to me, and I actually feel decent at most of them, done in this capacity, it all feels very new and unknown. And also in my full send mentality, I registered for the pro division. So there's the open division and then there's the pro division. And the difference between the two are the weights used in the sled push and pull, the kettlebells during the farmer's carry, the sandbag on the walking lunges, and then the weight of the wall ball, which the wall balls is the last event, which you do 100 of them. And mind you, like again, in between each of these things, you're running 1,000 meters. So as you can imagine, the pro division is a little more competitive and, in all fairness, intimidating. I'm intimidated and I'm nervous about it because I want to do well. But I keep telling myself that the nerves are actually excitement, because it's true that your body does not know the physiological difference between nervousness and excitement. Like the feeling that happens inside of your body is the same exact thing from when you feel excited to when you feel nerves. And the only thing that is different is what you tell yourself it means. So I'm eager to put all of this physical and mental training I've been doing to the test. And I haven't been challenged like this in a long time. Something I learned recently that blew my mind is that the indoor air we breathe is 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. And in some cases, up to 100 times more polluted, according to the EPA. And air pollution is responsible for nearly 7 million premature deaths globally. We've personally been using an air purifier in our home for a few years, but I haven't appreciated how much work it was doing until now. The Air Doctor is an air purifier that filters out 99.99% of dangerous contaminants so that your lungs don't have to. This includes pollutants such as allergens, pollen, pet dander, dust mite, mold spores, and even bacteria and viruses that make you sick. Air Doctor comes with a 30-day breathe easy money back guarantee. So if you don't love it, just send it back for a refund minus the shipping. Head to airdoctorpro.com and use promo code MindsetMile to receive up to $300 off air purifiers. And exclusive to podcast customers, you will also receive a free 3-year warranty on any unit, which is an additional $84 value. Go get your Air Doctor purifier today at Air Doctor Pro. That's AIRDOCTORPRO.com and use code MindsetMile. And even though I know what to expect when you step outside your comfort zone, I was reminded in real time and real feelings that doing hard things makes you question yourself. Because even though I feel mentally fit and strong, immediately after I registered, I started to doubt myself and I wondered if I was going to be showing up to this thing completely out of my league. Working out will make you feel weak in the moment because it's hard. And you're fatigued, and you might feel like you're out of shape because the more in shape you get, the more you push yourself. But in reality, it's making you stronger. Learning new things will make you feel dumb when it's actually making you smarter. Investing in yourself and your well-being will make you feel broke, but those are the things that are actually making you rich. In all of this, and all of the things that are hard, the effort is taxing, but the reward makes it worth it. It's so simple, right? When I say it out loud like this, I'm like, it's so simple. Like, it's okay that it's hard. Just do it because it's so rewarding. But it's hard to stick to hard things in the moment. And that's the problem with most people. But if you're listening to this, then this is your friendly reminder that you are not most people and you are capable of doing hard things. But just know that this is what you can expect when you step outside of your comfort zone. There will be all kinds of signs. And by signs, I mostly mean voices in your head that will try to convince you that you're not smart enough, not strong enough, not courageous enough, not something enough to do whatever it is you're setting out to do. But those things are not stop signs. They're speed bumps. And imagine this. If there were no, and I'm talking metaphorically here, if there were no speed bumps, then everyone would be flying to their destinations. Where would be the challenge? Where would the challenge be if you didn't feel a little scared and uncomfortable? There's so much growth and grit that develops in that space, and that's where the fun is. I am legitimately getting like so excited talking about it because let it feel hard. Let it feel scary. I'm reminding myself currently, like every day, that that's what make challenges so fun. You will feel that excitement and that fun in retrospect, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So I don't know what it is that you've been itching to do or wanting to do or that you're currently doing that feels hard. But whatever it is, make yourself proud. Go do it. Overcome the fear, overcome the discomfort, because you should make yourself proud. At the end of the day, you'll never regret the chances that you took on yourself. You will only regret the ones you didn't. So again, you are capable of doing hard things. And let it feel hard. Let it feel scary. That's what sets you apart from the rest, is that you're willing to experience those things and you expect those things when you're doing hard and uncomfortable things. I really hope that this nudged you to step outside of your comfort zone, sign up for something that scares you, book a trip that you've been wanting to do the thing that you have been waiting on and sleeping on. The time to do it is now. If this episode spoke to you, please tag me on Instagram at Aisha Zaza. Send this to a friend that also needs to hear this message. Maybe you guys can do a High Rocks together. They have team events. Whatever it is, just do it. I cannot wait to see you next week, my friend. Until then, make it a great day.